edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against Philadelphia. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Paul George. Vaughn is out there with Moutier. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Randall in at the 4. The shot by George, wide open. Drains the three-pointer. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Beal kicks to Fareed. The jump hook. And it falls over the rim and in.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Detroit.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you'd see a team get that hot away from home.
Offensive rebound, and Jefferson sends it back. The shot's good from Fareed. George. You know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Nowitzki. Moutier out there with Paul George. Then there's Oubre, and it's Gardner in at the 4 slot. No luck that time either. Cleveland on defense.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Oubre passes to Gardner. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
On defense, Boston. George passes to Gardner. George with the ball. And it is good. And the first half comes to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good action during the period. So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now,
welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Paul George really making a difference here.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
They've got Kenneth Fareed. Bradley Beal is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Reese in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now here's Beal. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And it's Rose penetrating, and he gets it to go. Rose has got his first 2 points.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
The 11-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Boston has possession. 3-point lead. So on the floor for Cleveland. Plumlee out there with Randall. Then there's Oubre. And it's Vaughn in at the 2 guard. Keller. Fareed defending. Clock at 6. Passes to Randall. Stolen away. 3-on-3. Here's Booker. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Al Jefferson's checked in for Plumlee.
And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 6. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Vaughn. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Boston making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Moutier, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're trailing by 6. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 8. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And stolen by Jordan. Now here's Booker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Vaughn. Buries it from outside. Here's Booker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So the 2K Sports post-game show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith.
He was their go-to guy tonight on the offensive end as usual, and he delivered, scoring almost.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always